The first time I was asked for still or sparkling water, I was working at Mozza. Mary gets it. Hello, welcome to the show. So I have so many things to say just based on that first cold open there. Yeah, did you see Kanye on SNL? He sang the song that Coach Deborah was telling us about. I don't remember which episode that was, but it was the Ches Jazz Bedtime in America episode, whichever number that is. And Coach Deborah was telling us about how that song goes. You're such a bad word, bad word. I love it. And you know what? Honestly, I would have preferred, I think it would have been great if they went on SNL and said, you're such a bad word, bad word. That would have been beautiful. But they did a nice tweak. They said, you're such a freaky girl. I love it. And I like that. That's good. It must be so difficult to go on a big TV show and have to change the words to your song so that it's FCC appropriate. It must be really, really hard when you're up there and you're so used to singing it a certain way. And man, like, more power to him. Like, I know a lot of people are saying negative things about that performance, but I enjoyed it. I watched it a couple times. I thought it was hilarious that they dressed up in still and sparkling water bottles. Like, I love when people do weird, funny things. It's cool. And I think, a lot of things happened on SNL and a lot of things happen with Kanye in general. And I'm not going to speak to everything, but I really do still like that song. And I'm glad that they performed it on SNL. And I'm glad SNL is back. Yay! Because SNL has always been such a... It means so much to me. I grew up on SNL, like watching it was a big, like a family bonding thing. My sisters and I would tape it on VHS. We would tape the show and then we would watch it over and over and over again and like memorize the sketches and act them out. And that's everything. Like, that's where all my comedic beginnings come from. I remember I saw, because my mom was into it, my whole family was into it, so I saw like old episodes that we would get our hands on. And then of course like my quote unquote era, like the era that my sisters and I like really latched onto was the Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, David Spade, Rob Schneider, Dana Carvey, Mike Myers. Around that time, Wayne's World was huge for me. I still love Wayne's World. I would love to put Wayne's World on right now and watch it, and I would probably still have every word memorized. I dressed up as Garth for Halloween when I was like 8 years old, or I don't remember what year it came out, but when it came out, yeah, I was Garth. and I put my lips up over my teeth. In me, talk like him. It's been a minute, so I can't. This all just kind of randomly came to me right now while I'm talking to you. So I would kind of need to think about it before I could do an appropriate impression. But I love you, Dana Carvey. And Mike Myers. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about Mike Myers the other day. Do you ever think about this? All those amazing Austin Powers movies, like, they were so huge. Everyone has seen Austin Powers. Everyone would get an Austin Powers reference. And that character was never on Saturday Night Live. Like, isn't that amazing? Sometimes you think about like the SNL, the breakouts, and it's usually like it started as a sketch and then They made it into a movie like A Night at the Roxbury, The Ladies, Man, Superstar, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Oh my gosh, Molly Shannon, by the way, is one of the nicest people in the world. I met her recently, and shout out to Molly. Hi, you're so cool. I love you. she's a down gal, you know, like she's cool, very humble, very sweet, very nice. Wow, I could go on and on about SNL forever. So, reel it in, Mary. Just reel it in. But someday it's been my goal my whole life to be a cast member on SNL. And that is, of course, a huge dream for almost every comedian, probably. Like, that's it, man. Can you imagine? Just imagine. You're working on SNL. You gotta come up with a whole entire show in just a few days. Okay, let's get to writing. Let's stay up all night. And we'll write about whatever's going on in the news right now. Ow, ow, ow. Or maybe we'll just make up something weird about a cow. A cow that works at a thrift store and also wants to be on American Idol. Oh, yeah! Working on SNL, you spend all night writing about a weird thing like a cow. Who says, will that be all? 'Cause I am a singer. And then you get in to that big room with everybody, and you start reading your sketches out loud, and you're reading the one about the cow, and all of a sudden Ariana Grande is looking at you like, what the heck? This is a weird sketch. And Lauren is like, oh, face palm, why did I hire this girl? But that's my dream. I'm gonna be on SNL someday, and I'm gonna be the one who does the weirdest sketches in the world. And I really, really hope that a lot of them get on the show, because actually it's very, 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 very difficult to get a sketch on the air. To get a sketch on the air. Oh my gosh, I just get emotional even thinking about it, because there have been so many really, really talented people who just couldn't get a sketch on the air, and then they didn't really get their shot, even though they got their shot, and they were like, yes, this is it, and then it was like, ooh, shoot, this is harder than I thought. But someday I'll be ready with your help. Oh my gosh. It's the dream, and it's going to be the hardest job in the world. Like, I know it is. But doing Mary Gets It is really good practice, because like that song that we just made up together, you and I, that was really weird. But I did it, and you did it with me, and you're still here now. So I must be on the right track, right? But yeah, I think Mary Gets It is going to be, I mean, I feel like I've already changed for the better in a lot of ways, you know, changed for good. However that song from Wicked goes. That's a good song. Obviously, everyone loves Wicked. Come on. Cheers, Mary. Come on. Go with the program. Anyway. So how are you? How's it going? That's how it is so many times when I see a friend And they're like, what's new? And of course, there's always like a million new things going on, a million projects. And so I kind of like, I start excitingly say a bunch of stuff. And then I'll catch myself and be like, oh, shoot, I have not asked them how they are yet. Enough about me. How are you? And they're just kind of like, same old, usually. So, life is funny. I do have some big news. Okay, here we go. Ryan is moving in with me. Oh my gosh! It's very exciting. It's October, so, it's time. We decided maybe like a month ago, we were like, we'd been talking about it for a long time, actually. And then we were like, well, how about we just say October 1st? That's going to be the day. So a few days ago, we started moving his stuff in. And as you know, this is an extremely small apartment. So it's gonna, we gonna be cozy. We gonna be real cozy in here. I'm trying to get rid of stuff to make room for his stuff. And he's also gotten rid of a lot of stuff, which he's really good at. I was talking to my friend Michael about this whole thing, and he was like, are you a hoarder? And I was like, well, I'm a sentimental gal. Like, it's actually like, I'm really opening up to you right now. Like, it's actually really hard for me to get rid of like certain things. Like, okay, this is super opening up time. Like, this is like a little bit of, let's get real. Oh, we getting real now. When I first moved to LA, that was 2005, 13 years ago. And I got a really cute studio apartment in Van Nuys, the beautiful Van Nuys, California. And I went to Target to buy stuff for my apartment. Spent way too much money because whenever I go in Target, I spend way too much money because you're looking at things and you're like, wow, that's a great deal. And you just keep putting it in your basket and it adds up at the end. So I bought a really cute bistro table and chairs. And like, since it was Target, it was a good price for what it was. But for me being, a young gal on my own, I don't even think I had a job yet at the time when I bought it. I might have been temping at like an office. I think I was temping for not very much money. So it was a big deal for me. It was a lot of money to me. It's still, like, I'm not rolling in it, like, I still understand the value of $1. So that's not really like, that's not why it's hard for me to get rid of, but it's part of it. Like just the fact that it was my first, other than my Jeep, it was like my first big ticket purchase, on my own or whatever, I guess, other than like a laptop. But, okay. Point is, I bought it when I first moved here. And yes, it was 13 years ago, so it's probably time to get rid of it anyway. But I loved it so much, and it represented to me like, I'm the cool gal in the city, like on the TV shows where they work at the magazine. And I loved it. And then I hit a very rough patch in life many years after that, where I actually ended up without a place to live, and that was really hard. I mean, I guess like you could say I was homeless, but I was never really homeless because thank God I have so many amazing, wonderful, loving friends. So I always had a couch to crash on. My awesome friend Tony Santiago. Hi, Tony. I love you. He let me crash with him for a long time. So that was really helpful. And then my other buddies also let me stay in their place for a while. Anyway, long story short, it was I had just gotten a storage space, a very small storage space, and I kept that bistro table and chair. Like I jammed it in there, and it was not easy. I had to get rid of a lot of things just to fit them in the storage space, and I did it, and I was so glad that I did, because then I got this apartment right after that, and I was happy to have it. So anyway, it means a lot to me because of those two reasons, I guess. But it's time to get rid of it. And I know it is. It's old anyway. Like, it ain't no spring chicken. And Ryan is more important to me. Like, that's what it boils down to. That's the name of the game. Love is the name of the game. So I'm going to get rid of it tonight. And it's gonna be kind of hard for me. And I know a lot of you are probably like, big deal, it's a table and chairs and you got it 13 years ago, just get rid of it. But I'm a sentimental gal, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult for me to get rid of things. But please, don't get it twisted. I do like to keep it clean. I know you've seen that show Hoarders, and usually it's like, ugh, like so gross. I'm not one of those, but when Ryan and I were moving a bunch of stuff around to make room for him, I did find a couple love notes from a previous relationship. And at first I was like, oh man, I need to hide these from Ryan. This is going to be awkward. But I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to tell him. And he was so funny. He's like, oh, I'm interested. Can we read them? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so weird. Like, how cute. How secure is Ryan that he's just like, let's talk about your exes. Let's read the old love notes. It's cute. But, so yeah, we read them, and they were really cute, actually. I'm going to drink some tea. Because I've been just barely taking a breath here. So I'm going to get rid of the bistro table and chairs tonight, and I'm sad. I do feel sad about it, but, well, life goes on, and things break down, and we get rid of things, and then we get new things, and things are only things, and we are not our things. And what's really important is Ryan's moving in. I'm very happy about that. So it's gonna be different, and different is good. Because I've never been one of those people who, when someone asks how are things, I don't ever say same old, same old. I don't think I have ever said same old, same old. It's just like every day there's something different and exciting. So now I would like to take the opportunity to introduce you to my interior decorator, who is going to come and give me some advice about having Ryan move in with me. She's a real good friend of mine. She happens to be a drag queen, but that's neither here nor there. She's here, not there. And her name, ladies and gentlemen, is Mizz Puttanesca Divine. Come on down. Honey. Oh, your place is weird. Is it just one room? I don't understand. Yes, it's just one room, Puttanesca. I know you live in a really big, beautiful condo, but this is it for me. Oh, honey, please. Okay. Oh, why do you have so many instruments everywhere? This is just like my boyfriend's place. He has too many instruments. I suggest you, if you're not gonna get rid of them, because I know you're a weird sentimental girl, you should like put them up on the wall. Put them up on the wall. That's actually a really good idea, but I'm not sure if it's allowed at my place. I'm not sure if I can put big holes in the walls in order to hold up heavy instruments. Honey, who cares? Just do it. Listen. If your boyfriend is gonna be living with you, you're gonna have to just make some concessions. Like, for instance, what is all this, honey? You have all this stuff on the wall. Like, what is it? It looks like we're inside a magazine. That is my vision wall, if you will. It's like a vision board, but it's like everywhere, all around the apartment, and it helps me feel inspired. Well, honey, it's tacky. You're a tacky girl, Mary. Take it down. Take it all down. Put the instruments up on the wall instead of the magazine things. And, oh, honey, you don't have a jacuzzi in here? This is very, like, low class. Listen, I know you have an awesome jacuzzi on your roof, Puttanesca, but I just, live the simple life. And we can always come over and use your jacuzzi because you're never even home anyway. And that's right, honey. I'm always jet setting off to Italy and London and Singapore. But my boyfriend, as usual, I brought my boyfriend with me to the studio. You want to say hi to my boyfriend? Actually, that would be really dope. Yeah, come here. Do you want to? Oh, cool. Okay. So, Mizz Puttanesca Divine's boyfriend is going to come over here and say hi to us. And I have actually literally never met this person in my life. But I've heard stories about him. So, hey, come on. Yeah. Hey, what's up? This is Rocker Schmonn, and I'm dating Puttanesca. I'm sure you all know I'm a huge rocker celeb. I don't need to say all the syllables. You know what I mean. So but yeah, so what's up? Hi, Rocker Schmonn. Wow, it's really great to finally meet you. I'm actually a huge fan of your music. It's really, really good. No way. Well, why don't I just play some? Because this is how I really interact with the world. I just I get up in there and I rock. I just bought a nightclub with Lindsay slow hand. It's over on planet Kibiat. If you haven't been to planet Kibiat in a while, I just gotta let you know that it's actually dope as heck. Oh, if you wanna rock out, just come on down. I'll buy you some Remy. You can swirl in your glass, 'cause I'm Rocker Schmonn. Hey, Mom, you remember that sketch? I think it was on In Living Color. They were like, hey, Mom, I got 12 jobs or something like that. And you know what? I can relate because when I was coming up in the game, I was working at a gas station and my label said, you can't be working at a gas station because you're a rocker celeb, and we can't have our rocker celeb working at a gas station. Actually, I stole that story from Pink. I kind of just hung out at a gas station, ate some Snickers, some hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos, am I right, Lil Xan? But you know what? I'm a rocker dude, and I don't need to do anything else now, so buying that nightclub on Planet Cabiac was really just because I wanted to say that I own a nightclub, and frankly, Lindsay Lohan is actually pretty good at running nightclubs, so she pretty much does all the work, and I just lay around and smoke cigarettes and drink Remy and basically just kind of chill, man, with my girlfriend, Mizz Puttanesca Divine. She's over there working. Now she's a workaholic. My baby girl, she's a workaholic, and she just thinks that she's so much classier than everybody because she is. Except for me, I am really, 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 really classy. Wow, Rocker Schmonn. That was dope. Thank you so much for singing for us. Yeah, I mean, listen, like, this is what I do, this is why I'm famous. This is why I can, just kind of show up places. And like, how much are you paying me for this appearance fee, by the way? Oh, we don't pay any money here. This is a passion project, and you guys are my friends. You just come on just to have fun with me. Oh, so you're gonna pay us in like pizza? That's all right, because I don't really need money. I'm a little hungry, if you know what I mean. So, Puttanesca, come here. Hey, Puttanesca, baby, come over here. Oh, honey, I'm gonna get you some pizza because, frankly, Mary's a vegetarian, so she's not gonna order the good stuff. I will. So, listen, Mary, I have to take Schmonn to go get food, but this has been good, and you have my notes on this little place. So, good luck with your boyfriend, and Bye to all the jetters, and please tell Mary that she needs to step it up because this is not a cute look. This little place for two people. Okay. Anyway, Mizz Puttanesca Divine saying bye bye. Come on, Schmonn, let's go. Wow. Bye. Thank you so much for coming by. That was cool. So now we know that my friend Puttanesca thinks that I live like a lame-o. Obviously, you know, it would be great to have a nice big place and have all the fancy stuff. But there is something to be said for living humbly. And yeah. I'm okay with it, and we'll see, you know, what I say after Ryan has been living here for a while. Because you know, I've been by myself for a very long time now, like 6, maybe 7 years. That's a long time to live alone. So we'll see how it goes. But I think it'll be great. I love Ryan, and he loves me, and I love you. And I will keep you posted, and we can, you know, figure it out together. All right, cool. Well, speaking of, it's actually time for me to go help Ryan move the rest of his stuff because I am so strong and buff and duff and great and Jess. Oh, I get it. Tee. Thanks so much for watching. Please keep on keeping on with them likes and shares and subscribings and turning on notifications and those cute comments. I really appreciate you so much. I'll put my referral link for inbox dollars so that we can make a quarter here, a quarter there. You never know. It could add up. Sometimes those inbox dollars can surprise you. You can get a nice big $80 check or something like I have, you know. It's doable. It happens. So, thank you. I love you. I will talk to you soon. I'm going to play myself out. Bye. Have a good one. From the sky, even though I tried to be a good girl, and I can't figure why my evil unfurls. I wanted to be sublimely happy, thought he'd give that to me, but now I see. Please help me. You cannot love her, and I don't love him. You when please come home. Please come home. Girls always give such good advice, but I tend to think twice. Never was good at being nice. Please forget. Heal my regret. Please tell me, please tell me, please tell me it's not over. Please help me, please help me, please help me. You cannot love the rest. I do love him. You will discover. You wanted to tell me something. Why won't you tell me everything I wanna hear? I'm waiting for you, here I am, waiting for you to come back to me, baby, please. Won't you please come? Thank you.